No, this can't be life. This is not the way you wanted to live. It's not even breakup. So why are you sad when it was completely your decision to hide in the orphanage though you describe as you came here to pay a visit? Come on girl, get up, go back to Seoul and start from the bottom again. He is precious and you are lucky that he loved you back. He just chose his childhood friend over his love interest. It was a coincidence that his childhood friend was your classmate. When consoled herself. When looked out of the window, the kids were playing around as it was weekend. At that very broken moment when only could think about this place, where Jungkook would not be able to find her, the orphanage, from where she was adopted. After a few hours, when was all calmed down, but somewhere in her heart there was a ray of hope that Jungkook would definitely gonna find her. The moments were fragile and she seemed to be more important to him. She mumbled. It was morning. The soft rays of the sun just enlightened the earth. Jungkook opened his eyes and realized it wasn't a nightmare. It's the cruel reality. Jungkook took his phone out of the pocket and dialed Tae's number. Tae, hello? Jungkook, Young, I've lost Van. Tae, you fought again? Jungkook, no. She did nothing and I have hurt her. I left her alone in the airport and I don't know where she is. She had not gone to her home at Daegu. Tae, oh, it's tough. Okay, tell me, what are the things Van obsessed with? Jungkook, she wanted to meet her biological brother. They, okay, cool down, call her parents and ask them from which place they had adopted her. Maybe she has gone there? Jungkook, what if I find her and she rejects to stay with me? Young? They, I'm gonna return to Hanguk in tonight's flight, don't worry, but try to find her and make sure she is safe. Gathering his courage, Jungkook dialed Van's parents' number. Van's mom. 여보세요. Jungkook. 여보세요, Yomoni. Jungkook here. Van's mom. I guess you had fight and she has left from your place. Did you guys broke up? Jungkook. Like, I can't find her, so... Van's mom. I don't know whose fault it was, but all I know that she's broken and she might have gone to visit her. She had did this couple of times and just take care of yourselves. Jungkook, Yomani, can you take some steps like contact there to confirm if she has gone there? And if so, they must take care of her until I reach. Van's mom, even if you didn't tell me this, I was thinking to do the same. Don't worry. She heals quickly if you take care of her. She needs time to come out of her shell. Take care of yourselves. Jungkook, nay, take care of yourself too, Yomoni. Disconnecting the call, Jungkook quickly checked off for the trains to Daegu. Seemed to be the fastest way to go there. When was about to leave from there, she knew she had to start again. When went to meet the child caregiver to bid goodbye. The child caregiver. When? Can you please stay here today? I have to go to Seoul to submit some papers at the headquarters and the CEO is coming for a surprise visit and he might stay here tonight so I need someone to take care of him. Please, Van. The word CEO reminded her about her very own baby CEO. She tried her best to behave calm and quiet, but what do I have to do? She managed to ask the caregiver, the child caregiver. Nothing special, just be there. He usually checks the accommodations and chooses to interact with the kids. A full day with the kids, away from the usual schedule, away from her committed life. When inhaled some fresh air. She was sleepy, exhausted from jet lag. The child caregiver. When? I have told to prepare the room at the top floor. I guess it's prepared now. You can go and take rest till I am here. When, no thanks, I would rather choose to meet the kids, the caregiver. As you wish. Van was playing with the kids. One of the staffs interrupted her. Ma'am, we have been informed that the CEO is about to arrive. Van, oh, come in. Van had to get up and walked towards the main entrance to welcome the CEO. Van just reached at the entrance when a familiar black car stopped. For a couple of minutes, Van thought she was hallucinating. Jungkook's handsome figure was revealed as his personal assistant opened the door. After greeting Van, "Annyeonghaseyo, Mrs. John." Van was shocked indeed, as it was totally unexpected to her, but to be honest, she was happy. She was doubting whether she was dreaming or not, wanted to confirm by slapping herself, but controlled. You managed to find me. Even if this visit was rescheduled, I'm still happy. If it's a coincidence, I'm still happy. I missed you. Her satisfied soul screamed into her mind without a single word. Jungkook's eyes were fixed on Van's shocked expressions. Can we go inside? He asked her in a teasy voice. Van blinked multiple times. Have you really found me? She mumbled. Jungkook chuckled. It's almost lunch hour. Luckily, we get the chance to taste the food here. Let's go in. Was it a pre-scheduled visit? One asked Jungkook's assistant. The assistant. He wasn't occupied today and was looking frustrated. The visit was also pending, so I just suggested him and he agreed. Jungkook chose the seat beside Van at the dining table. He could sense Van's fixed gaze on him. Why your assistant addressed me as Mrs. John? Van asked him coldly. Jungkook, maybe because he knows that we are still married and didn't sign the divorce papers too. Van froze at her spot. So, you were here for the signing of the papers? Jungkook chuckled while tucking the hair behind her ear as it was disturbing her from eating. I didn't intend to do so, but if you want, I would tell my assistant to prepare it. Van, I don't want to be the barrier between you two anymore. Please tell him to prepare as soon as possible. Jungkook winked. As you wish, wifey. Her heart clenched as she realized that it might be the last time he called her wifey. She managed to maintain the gentle smile on her face as there were the other staffs as well having their lunch. Jungkook, I'm tired. Can you arrange a room for me? Van, oh, there is the caregiver's room, but it would fit only one, and while scratching her scalp. I have requested your assistant to rest there. He is looking exhausted too. Jungkook, and what about you? Van, oh, for me? Ah, the staff has prepared the room at the top floor and it's quite small too. Jungkook, at the top floor. Van, listen, John the CEO, don't think about that room. Jungkook, I like the new nickname though, wifey. Van, stop calling me that in front of the kids. Jungkook, they are not gonna flirt with you even if I stop calling you that. Van sighed. Soon you are going to stop it. It's just a few signatures away. Jungkook, so you had stayed here. I didn't know, and I'm sorry that I haven't asked you about. He was stopped by Van. Fortunately, unfortunately, I had stayed here. I had to stay here. How's the food? Jungkook. It's good, normal, bland, nutritious, good for kids, not spicy. I like it. Van, you liked it? Actually, Van noticed him eating the food with satisfaction and she couldn't believe that the prince of Joan dynasty would consume some so normal, regular food. Jungkook finished his portion of food and rushed to clean the dish. Van stopped him. You don't need to clean this. But I have been doing this since my childhood whenever I have come here with my dad, he replied. Van, yeah, but this time you don't need to do, so keep it in the sink. Jungkook nodded while smiling gently and kind of rushed towards the staircases. And it took a few moments for Wan to understand that Jungkook was going to occupy her room. She Wan cursed, as she was as exhausted as Jungkook and fighting for a room would be inappropriate. Wan cleaned the dishes and decided to go to the kids' room when Jungkook's assistant interrupted. Sir has requested for your cooperation. You need to sign in some documents. When are the papers with you? Can I sign it here? Jungkook's assistant. No, the papers are with Sir. And actually, there's many more things to clarify. So, when? Okay, you go first. I'll be there. I need to refill my water bottle actually. Jungkook's assistant nodded and headed towards the staircase. When clenched her fist and gulped an amount of saliva to suppress her emotions. She tried her best to be calm as she was standing at the middle of the common dining area. She wished if the time would stop. For her, the part of Cinderella's story she used to avoid in her childhood, she was in that actual situation. I wish I was the princess who could stay with her prince. But I guess happily ever after is a myth itself. Tears escaped from her eyes while filling the water bottle. Come on, Van, you were strong. The more you delay, the more it gonna hurt you. He is the prince and I'm the princess, and we are not meant for each other. What an irony. She inhaled deeply and stepped on the stairs. Wen didn't have any idea that Jungkook was watching her actions, her every movement, her every pure expression that reflected through her brown eyes in the empty dining area. His legs stumbled and he just wanted to rush to her and cage her into his embrace. But he knew that for their future, he had to stop. His heart started beating faster as one stepped on the stairs.